Good morning, 4:30 in the morning. My name's Browne. I'm CEO of a small company called PLUS40, but at the moment in real terms working for Clubs New South Wales, which is the peak industry body for registered clubs in New South Wales, in the role of manager professional development, looking after the education of club directors and club managers. This is my 8th CEO sleep out. I have the very good fortune of being a personal friend of Bernie Fionn, who instigated the whole CEO sleep out with Vinnie's. And I've done, as I say, 8. This is my 8th. Missed the last year's and the year before, but I'm pleased to be back on the 10th anniversary sleep out. We've had a tough night tonight. Constant rain, temperatures and conditions have been quite cool. One of the least comfortable sleep outs I've done for a while, but I've also chosen to do it tough. I didn't bring a sleeping bag, I didn't bring a pillow. I just slept in the clothes I had with one jumper rolled up as a pillow and a bit of cardboard over the top, and that's why I only got 4 hours sleep. So I managed to nod off at 10:30 and woke up about 2:30, and so I've just been moseying around and chatting with people since then. I never cease to be amazed by the fact that we have the constant challenge of homelessness. The number of 105,000 homeless in Australia doesn't appear to have changed over the last 10 years. However, if you look at the population growth, we are slowly winning the war. It would be nice to drop below the 100,000 at some point in time, and with the continued efforts of Vinnie's, I think we can eventually achieve that. I also am gratified by some of the stories I hear of new CEOs coming to sleep out. So we've got a new cohort coming on board year after year, which is great as well. People need to recognise that it is a problem that is not going to go away in a hurry, and we perhaps need to try some new strategies as well. Discussion tonight by Michael Perisco of the cost of housing issue. Personally, I've got an idea that could help solve that problem. I just don't know who I need to talk to about it in government to help make it happen. But it's a fairly simple concept where government could utilise a number of challenges they have against expenditure of tax money to solve a number of problems. So if any of the ministers for housing at federal state level see this, give me a call. I also am constantly amazed at the bravery of the people that have been helped by Vinnie's, that tell us their story on the night. Gabrielle, who sang tonight so beautifully and played music, who had many challenges in her short life. She's not that old, she's only in her early 30s, I think. Drug problems, abuse problems, homelessness being one of those few problems, and she's come out the other side with the fantastic help that Vinnie's can afford people. And the other 3, Ian, Gail, and I can't remember, I'm sorry, the name of the third lady. Carla, sorry, yes, Carla. So again, inspirational that they've been able to pick themselves up by the bootstraps and drag themselves out of the circumstance they found themselves in, that, you know, arguably with a little bit more support, they might have not fallen into that difficulty. One of the comments a few years ago that John Pico, when he was the CEO of the state body, said that really resonated with me and has always resonated with me is that all of us at some point in our life have been one paycheck away from being homeless. And the difference, I think, for many of us is that we do have that family and friends support network that often those who end up homeless don't have, or we're lucky enough not to have the psychological or drug and alcohol dependency issues that some of the victims of homelessness find themselves facing. I once again heartily endorse the CEO sleep out to anybody who hasn't slept out before. Dob in your boss. If you are a boss, come and join us next year. I will certainly be back and do my bit, raise as much money as I possibly can. I'm nowhere near the top earners, but every dollar counts. So please make sure that you encourage your CEO, or if you are a CEO, that you come along and find out about the CEO sleep out. One night ain't that hard, really, compared to what the people who sleep rough do on an ongoing basis.